y'all. I was trying to do something with the computer, couldn't figure it out. Let me just figure this out here. I don't know if anybody's even going to show up tonight because I didn't let anybody know I was going to be on. And it's Friday night. And as y'all know, everybody is out on Friday nights, or there's a lot of YouTubers on, a lot of live streams on. So, I'll come on and talk to myself, and then you can all watch it in replay, I guess. So I hope you're all doing really, really well. And I'm kind of testing my computer here. Y'all know I got here last night. I came back. I went home Sunday from my home. Let's see, I went back home on Sunday from here. I'm on Tybee Island. And then I decided to come back. So on Thursday, I turned around and came back by myself. And I've told you all about that story, how that was my first time in many, many years, actually without a husband or kids with me. And it was it came to about a 7-hour drive. And I came back last night. And so I've been here by myself for the last day, and my husband and my daughter are on their way right now. My 2 sons are staying home, and so they're going to be at home for the however long I'm down here. So my husband's down here for a few days. So I don't know if I'm going to just, when I'm going back. I don't know if I'm going back tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month. Who knows? I'm just taking it as it comes. But it felt really great to be here. I've never been in probably 30 years really by myself on a trip. And so this is like the first time. So anyhow, I wanted to test the computer and see how it does with the live streaming. And I don't even know if Facebook or if YouTube is pushing out my notifications, because I came on Sunday night, I had a lot of people show up. I think it was Monday night I came on and there was like nobody that showed up. And what I found out was I had given a notification. I put notification out real early, and I didn't realize that the notification wasn't going to be pushed out the second time. So I don't know if anybody will show up tonight, and that's okay. That's okay. I'll share my journey with y'all, and then you can maybe go back and watch it in replay. And I'm probably not going to be on here real long. My kitchen lights are very, very bright here, and very bright. And so, I like a more dim light. When you get past 60 years old, you like the room a little bit dim. So anyhow, I got here. I drove almost 7 hours to get here. And part of that trip is spent through, 3 hours, about 3.5 hours in South Carolina, and on Interstate 95. And Interstate 95 is not my favorite place to be. And I'm being very honest. It's like a 2-lane road. Welcome, welcome. I think you're my first person here. I didn't let anybody know I was coming on. Welcome, Camo. Welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. Welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Camo, I was just telling, I figure most people watch this in recording because I didn't let anybody know that I was coming on. And it's Friday night and everybody is out having a good time on Friday night. And I'm at my beach house and on Tybee Island, and I drove down yesterday. It's about a 6.5, 7-hour drive. And I drove by myself. And I-95, I do not like to drive on because it's really a crazy, it's 2 lanes on each side, which doesn't sound very exciting, except it's 2 lanes, not 4 lanes, not 5 lanes. So people drive really, really fast. And there's a lot of traffic through South Carolina because people are coming from the south and they're coming from the north. And it's I drive the speed limit. I drive very respectfully and very responsibly, but a lot of people don't. And it gets very scary on the interstate. So I wasn't going to come back, right away because I don't like driving on the interstate. But I said, you know what, I'm going to face my fear and I'm going to come back. And so I did. So I drove that trip by myself, packed my bags. It was kind of like at a moment's notice because I didn't know whether I was coming or not coming. And so I just packed my bags, got in the car, told my son, I said, take care of the house. And I said, I'm going to Tybee Island. And so I drove. I drove all the way down. And so it wasn't as bad as it was coming down the last time, because the last time it really, the crazy drivers were awful. Welcome, Peter. Thank you. Peter, I don't know if many people are going to show up tonight because I didn't give notice. And I'm just popping on to test my internet. I'm on Tybee Island, Peter. And I was out at the beach all day. And so I just came in and I had dinner and I took a bath. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to pop on. I don't think people expected me to come on because I'm on Tybee Island. And I probably don't think I have internet, but I do have internet. And so how are you doing, Peter? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great weekend. I really, really do. I love weekends. I love weekend. It's Friday night here. Welcome, Scrap with Matt. Welcome. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It's Friday night here on the island, so it's very, very busy. The thing about the island, it's only 2 miles long and a half mile wide. So, the beach was beautiful. The beach was beautiful today. I did some video. But I run, and so I can't really, when I'm running, I can't do the video. Or if I'm in the water, I can't do the video. And it was just me today. So all alone on Tybee Island, at least for about another hour. My husband and my daughter are on their way. And my 2 sons are staying home at the main house. And so I just decided to come by myself because it was sort of a bravery thing for me. How many more friends do you need, Kimmo? How many more friends do you need here to make your 1,000? I hope you make it soon. So, I think the thing is that coming to Tybee Island is it's really, really neat and it's really cool. Like I said, it's a 2-mile island. It's connected to the mainland by a little bridge. And you have to cross over a couple other islands, one of which is just all marsh. And if it rains really hard, that marsh island floods, so you can't get to the island or you can't get off of the island. And so that's kind of, the issue about living way out here. But I love it. It's just beautiful. I fed the seagulls today and just beautiful, so, but it felt kind of odd, I have to be honest, because I've always had my kids with me, even as they're young adults now, but they're always with me, or my husband's always with me. And so I came in the beach house last night, unlocked the door. It's all coded, where you have to push the code in and everything. And I was like, I hope it works. Or I'll be stranded. But I know a lot of people here on Tybee Island. So we used to live here full time when my kids were babies. So we've been here a long time, and we've had the house a long time, but we've just renovated it. And it's not all done yet. It's still a work in progress, but it's almost done. And I love it. But we have a lot of memories here, and yet we're creating a lot of new memories. So it's all good. And so, yeah. So my husband and my daughter are on their way, and I went over to and had dinner with them. Thank you, my friend Peter. Thank you. Yeah, Camo. The best way, Camo, I'll tell you. I'm going towards 14K. Is just make great content. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, the whole every part of the house is brand new. Every single thing in the house, all the appliances, the flooring, the walls, you name it, it's all brand new because my husband orchestrated getting this whole thing redone. And, it's part of our family adventure because our kids are grown. They're 21, 22, and 23, but they're young enough to want to spend time with us still. And so we decided rather than make a separate adventure, like buying a motorhome and traveling around that would not include the kids, we decided to come back to where our kids were babies and take the beach house that we all lived in and redo it. because we had rented it out to other people for a while. We just went ahead and rented it because we weren't here much. But we, you know, decided that we were going to live here again part-time, not full-time, but part-time. But the issue for me was I really, really did not want to travel the interstate. That particular interstate is very, you know, it's a terrible interstate in my opinion. And so that's my only issue, because it is a long drive. But I wanted to make it by myself because I wanted to feel that sense of independence, because I've, you know, I'm so used to having my kids with me, and I'm so used to having my husband with me. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to do this on my own. So I came down a day and a half ahead of time before my husband and daughter arrived, and came down. I've had a wonderful day. We have a little supermarket. And so I went to the little supermarket today and got some groceries, and went to the beach, and I went over to, we call her Nana. She's like a grandmother to our family. She's 90 years old. She still drives her car and still cooks and still everything. So I went over and visited her and had dinner with her too. And so it's all good. It's all good. But Friday night on Tybee Island is pretty busy. So there's a little town area. It's not very big, but there's a few bars. And so everybody kind of goes to the bars or on the pier, or a lot of people are on the beach. So, you know, it's safe, very safe here, but I just didn't really want to go out on the beach by myself. And I was actually going to move the computer out on our big deck, so you could see, you know, the beautiful lighthouse. That our house overlooks the lighthouse. Welcome, Mary. Welcome, welcome. Here you go, my friend. Here's a blue wrench. Thank you for coming, Mary. I appreciate it. Mary, I don't think many people are going to show up tonight because it's Friday, and I didn't give notice. So, and welcome, Big Tim. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome. So I was going to go out there with the computer and do the live streaming, but the problem is my husband turned the sockets off out there because they're renovating, and I don't have electricity out there to run. So I thought, well, I could run an extension cord, but it's all locked up downstairs, and I didn't want to go down there and get an extension cord and do all that. So I'm in my kitchen, but hopefully tomorrow night I can do it from, if it's not raining, because we're supposed to have rain. If it's not raining, I can do it out there. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. So hopefully I can do the live streaming from out on the deck tomorrow night, so y'all can have the lighthouse in the background, which is really beautiful. And I've done videos on it. So yeah. So we have a lighthouse. We overlook the lighthouse, and it's really beautiful. And steps from the beach, just steps from the beach, and I love that too. So. But I'm still at Grandma's house, what I call Grandma's house, which is my house on the other end, 7 hours away. And, you know, hopefully I'll live there forever and here forever. But this is our family adventure. You know, I love my kids. We love our family. And there's no one that we'd rather share our adventures with than our kids. And that's why we redid the beach house, so that we can celebrate Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever and come here on the beach and have, you know, Thanksgiving. I mean, how cool is that? You know, it's pretty cool. And so I did a video today called The Impossible Dream. Make your impossible dream possible. And your impossible dream can be anything. Welcome, welcome, my friend. I don't have my glasses on because I keep falling off. So I got the wrong glasses with me. So I can't see your name, but I gave you a blue wrench. And I'll look in a minute. And I can see typical gaming because you spell it in big cap letters. There you go. I'll give you a blue wrench. Welcome, my friend. And so maybe tomorrow night, if it's not raining, I'll do it outside and you can see the lighthouse, because the lighthouse is really beautiful at night. It really, really is. Or I would love to stream live from the beach. But the problem, and I have hotspot, but the problem with hotspot, if I'm sitting out at the beach, it doesn't last. It kind of, you know, ends, and then you have to restart the stream. So I really don't want to do that. And I don't want to do it over my phone because then I can't get blue wrenches or anything. Welcome, Pam. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench there. I'm trying to do this without glasses. And you know the thing about glasses that bother me? I have 20/20 vision. And when I started wearing glasses a year and a half ago, when I started college, it made my eyes worse. So I'm trying not to use them. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to give you a blue wrench there. And it's walking in the spirit zone. I can read yours and I can read Pam's. Let me go back up there and see if I can read typical gaming. And it looks like, let me look. Phenomenal. Yep, I read it without glasses. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so yeah. So hopefully tomorrow night I can do it outside and either the lighthouse or, you know, I would stream from the beach, but I've never streamed live from my phone. I've never done it. Never done it. So who knows? Who knows? But it was very interesting to be here because when I walked in last night, I mean, I have to tell you, the traffic was so bad on the interstate coming down. And I'm getting a bumper sticker made called Drive Slowly, Grandma's Driving. Or, you know, something like that, or get away from my bumper, Grandma's driving. Because I go the speed limit. I go the speed limit. And these drivers on that interstate, they get right up to your bumper. I mean, it's frightening because they're going fast. You know, the truckers even get right up to you. And usually they're pretty polite. And I mean, you know, I'm going 65 in the right-hand lane, not the left-hand lane, the right-hand lane. And yet they get right up to you because there's only 2 lanes on each side. That's the problem. That is the problem. And so, you know, what can I say? So, but I made it safely. I'm facing my fears. My fears were getting on the interstate and driving. That was my fear because like I said, I've always had my kids with me as a support or my husband with me, and I did this by myself. It was very, very important for me to do this by myself because by doing it by myself was a way to prove to myself that I could do it. Thank you, Tim, and you're absolutely right. Absolutely right, Tim. Absolutely right. And thank you. Great, Peter. That's wonderful. Peter makes great content. Please check out Peter Dell. Oh, Pam, you're going to bed? Oh, thank you, Pam. Thank you so much. You know, Pam, I just, you know, I was talking in my live the other night about how do you see your channel? And I just share my life. You know, I share my daily insights, my daily inspirations, my daily wisdom. Today's was about dream the impossible dream. And your dream could be going to Dollar Tree, you know, whatever your dream happens to be for you. If your dream might be to lose 50 pounds and to get fit and to get healthy, and it seems like an impossible dream because you've tried and tried and tried and it didn't work, but you can do it. If it's a right goal, I'm not talking about a wrong goal. If it's a right goal, you can make it happen. And so this beach house was not an easy project because my husband had to take off time from his career because he had to supervise the whole thing. It was a big leap of faith because we've been renting the house out since we left the island. And he one day said, you know what, let's go for it. Let's redo the whole house and let's start going down to Tybee Island part-time. And that's what we're doing. We're making our dream happen. It seemed like an impossible dream when we first started talking about it because there was so much to it. But even me getting on the interstate, driving down here, that's facing my fear. I had that fear. I had that fear of coming down here on that interstate by myself. But I got here. So I'm really happy. And so I believe in dreaming the impossible dream because so many people don't dream their dreams. They just throw them in the garbage can somewhere and they're stuck in life. And I love my life. I love my life. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hey, honey, I'm on a live stream right now. Great. And don't go out. You know, you stay home now. Lock all the doors. Okay. Love you. I'll call you back after I'm done with my live stream. Love you. I'll call you back. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, that was my son. He just got home from work. He works at a golf course and he goes to college. So he wanted to tell me that all the doors were locked and the security system was on at grandma's house, as I call it, which is my house. And typical gaming, you're super exhausted. How come you're super exhausted, my friend? How come? You know, I wasn't going to do live streams because, you know, I'm really kicking back. I'm loving the island, but I kind of missed the live stream. I miss talking to y'all, you know, I really do. I really do. So, you know, but your dreams are whatever you choose them to be. Your dream's not going to look like my dream. Your dream, you may not even want anything to do with a beach house. You know, your dream may be to go camping every weekend. Your dream may be to take a, you know, walk across the country. You know, whatever your dream happens to be, it's not necessarily impossible. It could very well be possible if you make it happen. And so I did that video today. I thought that was an important one to remember, to make your impossible dreams possible. And for me, one of the things I'm really working on is any kind of fears. I don't have a lot of fears or anything like that. It's not that I do, but my one fear was getting on the interstate. I did not want to do that. And even though I had just come down a week ago, but my son was with me. Even though he had had foot surgery, he was with me, you know, and I felt much better with him with me traveling down. And but this was really important for me to face that, and I did. And the more you face something, the more you do, the more confidence you build. Hey, Jackpot, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench. Pam says, my dream at this very moment is keeping my apartment together. I am messy. I have a good reason, though, behind it, but it's a dream and I need to do it. You know, Pam, remember when it's a right dream, when it's right for our life, we can make it happen. Thank you, Typical Gaming. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for sharing me out. I appreciate that. Thank you. And so this is the thing. This computer's slow, by the way. I have really a lot of this. It's not the internet here, even though the island internet is a lot slower. The problem that I have here is that this particular computer is a new flat screen. I don't like it. I want one of those old boxes, but I brought the flat screen with me because it's easy to carry, and I brought my laptop. So I have two computers because I have to do my college work here too. That doesn't go away. My college work is with me. So, yeah, so, you know, I faced that fear of driving the interstate by myself, and I feel really proud of myself. I feel like I accomplished something that was major, because it would have been a lot easier for me to stay home and not have made the trip by myself. And just said, no, I don't want to do it. I want to play it safe. But I just decided I wanted to do it, and I did. And then I came down here and I went over to dinner at Nana's, and she made me a wonderful dinner. She's 90 years old, and she made me a wonderful, wonderful dinner. She's really been like a second mother to me, and she's been like very much like a grandmother to my children. So that's, you know, my children all consider her a grandmother. So she was wonderful. She made me a wonderful dinner. And but yeah, Tybee Island is a wonderful place to be. It really is. And when I get back, whenever that happens to be, I'm going to restart back up at the gym. As you all know, I'm very fitness oriented. I run every day 5 miles, and I run here on the beach every day. And the issue that I have, though, is that you know, it was a mask mandate. You had to wear a mask at the gym when working out. Well, I do high impact aerobics, and I wasn't going to wear a mask doing high impact aerobics. So I had decided that I was going to bail out from the gym for the time being. But now they changed it. You don't have to wear the mask when doing aerobics. Welcome, Rosemary. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Great to see you. Great to see you. So I am not going to Thank you, Jackpot. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful little island, and people don't realize it. It's a hidden island. It's an oceanfront island, 2 miles long, half-mile wide, and connected by to the mainland. It's one of the few islands that you can really, really, truly drive onto, but it's a tiny two-lane bridge that you have to cross. And sometimes there's a wreck on it, so nobody can get on or off the island. Even once you get off of Tybee, you have to go through a marsh island that floods all the time when it rains, and so sometimes you can't get off anyhow or on. But that's just part of it, you know, and then hurricane season, you know, oh my gosh. So that's why I wouldn't want to, you know, my husband one day, he said, well, maybe we'll just go ahead and retire here. I said, no, I don't want to do that because, for example, that we have no doctors on the island. You have to drive off the island to go to a doctor. And I said, everything is off the island. And then hurricane season, I don't want to be 90 years old. And all of a sudden I have to, you know, figure out how am I going to get off the island, you know, because of a hurricane. I don't want to do that. So I'll live here part-time. Welcome, Deanna, Curvy Queen, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so, yeah, I don't want you, I don't want to make it a retirement home. I want to make it my vacation home that we come to, weekend home, vacation home, that type of thing. And that's what we're doing. But it's really like being home because my kids were babies here, all 3 of them. I used to pull them in the Red Ryder wagon to the beach, and we'd feed the seagulls every day. And I still have that Red Ryder wagon on my front porch up at my main home. I've got flowers in it now. And so we have wonderful memories, and yet we're creating new memories. You know, it's wonderful to have your old memories, but don't get lost in your old memories where you're not creating new memories. So we're creating a whole new family adventure, you know, moving back to Tybee part-time. And, you know, we're excited. We're excited. It's our family adventure. We're going to come down and, you know, well, my one son loves to fish. My other son fished last weekend here, and he caught, can't remember, it wasn't a fish. It was something else, and it was like a crab or something. I don't know what it was. And so, you know, it's fun. It's fun. There's a lot of little things to do here. You can walk from one end of the island to the other. Everybody, the locals all know each other. Although we get a tremendous amount of people that are, you know, come for the weekend or come for the week or come for the day. And so the traffic getting on and off the island is a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, so I miss coming on live. I still do my daily videos. It takes me a lot longer to load them here because of my computer is so slow here. So Pam says, yes, I do get lost in my old memories, not good, but I am looking forward to my new memories every day. I have made that a goal. Pam, you know what? We all get lost in our old memories. I mean, I used to say the best time in my life was when my kids were babies. Okay, I always said that. I don't say that anymore because that's negating my present and my future. I loved that time of their life. That was just magical when they were all little. I loved it. It was wonderful. It was just a magical time of my life. But I want all the times of my life to be wonderful. I mean, my first year of marriage was magical. You know, I mean, you know, every season of your life is meant to be wonderful, and you're meant to be creating memories. Every season's going to look different, and your memories are all going to be different. You're going to create new memories. We can't have the same kind of memories that we had when our kids were little. We're going to create new ones. You know, it's a family adventure. You know, create your own adventure. If you have no one to share it with, create your own adventure. Whatever you want your own adventure to be. Create your own adventure. Or find a friend and create it with them, or your husband or your wife or whoever. You know, so many marriages go bad because people quit dreaming together. And marriages that are really strong and solid are marriages that dream together. They're always dreaming, always planning, always creating. You know, that bonds you together. But where people get into issues is they quit dreaming, they quit planning, they quit talking, you know, other than about problems. And you don't want to burden your relationship constantly with problems. You know, talk about your dreams. And, you know, you might start talking and then your spouse might say, oh, I don't want to dream about anything. I just want to sit here and watch TV. Well, but eventually, if you keep talking long enough, you're going to get them excited about the dream, you know. And, some people are so stuck that they've just quit dreaming in life. And I would never, ever want to get that way. I don't care how old I am and how old I get. I hope I get old, really, really old. But I will always be dreaming and planning and building. And so that's what I'm doing. And creating the impossible dreams, I come on here with my channel and I share with you all my views. I share with you what let me fix this webcam here. There it goes. I share with you my views on life and what I think. I don't give suggestions. I don't give advice. I don't do anything like that. I just share with you how I see life and how I live my own life. My gift of wisdom, my gift of inspiration, I share with you, but it's only meant to be my opinion. And, never advice, because what works for me may not work for someone else. Okay. But I share with you a lot of my wisdom that came from grandma. I do. I've had a lot of older people who've influenced my life in a very positive way, and I've been very blessed for that. If you want wisdom, go to an older person. Either they've made their own mistakes or they've seen a lot of people make mistakes. And even like Nana, she's 90 years old, but oh my gosh, every day I'm learning something new from her. She'll tell me she tells me so many things. I go, wow, you are so right. And it works. Older people can be a wealth of wisdom and a wealth of information. They really, really can be. Thank you, Jackpot. Well, I live my life like I talk. Everything that I talk about is how I live my life. What I talk about is how I live, and I have always been like that. When I was 6 years old, I started, we didn't have motivational books or inspirational books. All we had were a few TV preachers on one TV channel because we had rabbit ears, and all we got were one channel. And those were my first inspirational people, if you want to call them that. And I just said, you know what? I want to have a great life. And if I want to have a great life, nobody's going to give it to me. I'm going to have to create it myself. And so at a very young age, that's what I did, 6 years old. And I used to put Noxema on my face, pretending it was makeup, and that it would make me extra beautiful so I could go to Hollywood. I did. Hey, JB, welcome. Well, JB Island. Is that sort of like Tybee Island, JB? Welcome, my friend. How are you doing, JB? How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you're doing really, really well on this Friday night. JB, I'm at Tybee Island, if you can't tell, so that's where I'm at. And I've been at the beach all day, and I just took a nice shower, had a nice dinner over at Nana's. And so I'm going to kick back. I think my husband and my daughter will be here about 11:30 tonight. And they're on their way. They're traveling through South Carolina right now. And we have that on our phones. I don't know if y'all have it. You can get it. It's an app called Life 360. Oh my gosh, if you don't have it, it's free. And it's amazing. We have our whole family. We all know where each other's at all times. It's wonderful. Life 360. It's an app. You all have to get it on your phones. And you can track each other. We all know where each other's at, exactly where each other's at. Thank you, Pam. Pam, thank you so much for being an amazing friend. You are amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. And I wish you a great, great night. Thank you, my friend. And JB, you just did a video. Well, I will have to come over a little bit later tonight when I sit down to do my comments, and I will have to come see your video, okay? When you're connecting with people, do it the right way so that they can keep you, because if you don't do it the right way, where you watch a video, you can watch a video while you're over here. You just have to leave the volume up a little bit in another tab, and they get credit for you. Hey, Free to Play Gaming, welcome. Give you a blue wrench there. So yeah, I hope tomorrow night, because it's so beautiful out tonight, I hope tomorrow night I can at least run the extension cord if my husband doesn't have the plugs turned on yet out there. So I can sit out there and you can see the lighthouse. It is really beautiful. Sweetscape Blogs, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, it gets so beautiful. And the weather, I have the glass sliding doors open right now so that, you know, I have the breeze coming into the house, because you don't need air conditioning that much here because we got an ocean breeze. So we get an ocean breeze, and you know, which makes it really, really nice. And now the beach houses, except for the old ones, we have a newer one, you know, even though we've had it for quite a few years. They're all built up on a second level. So you park your cars under, because the reason they did that here on this island is, that's probably true, JB. That's probably true. Welcome, Annabella. Welcome, welcome, my friend. So basically, the houses are built up so that if we have a hurricane or whatever, a flood, the water hopefully just goes on that first level, which is under. And so I'm doing great, Annabella. I'm doing great. I'm on Tybee Island right now, and which is where our other home is, and been at the beach all day. It's just wonderful. Yeah. And so the water, if it floods, you know, hopefully it doesn't get to the main part of the house. But about every 2 years, we get a hurricane warning here, and they make everybody leave the island. So, you know, that's why I don't want to retire here, because if I'm 90 years old, getting off the island may be a little trickier than it is at 63. So, you know, for that reason, I only want it to be a part-time home. And, you know, I don't want to come back and make it a permanent where I live year round. Because you know, like Nana, whenever the hurricane comes, you know, she has to find someone to take her off the island, you know, and then you have to go way inland and all of that. So I don't want that. I don't want that. I love Fridays too, Annabella. I do. I like Friday. I think Friday night is my favorite because, you know, you've got the whole weekend yet. You've got the whole weekend, you know, and that's what makes it really, really cool, is that you've got the whole weekend. So I don't know when I'm going home. You know, I play it by ear because my two sons are up there, and as long as they're doing okay, you know, they're young adults, you know, one's 21, one's 23. As long as they're doing okay with the house, you know, I'm fine. But mom doesn't like to be away that long. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm enjoying myself. I really am. I brought all my school books. I brought all my homework. So I, you know, because I'm a 63-year-old college student. And that way I can do my college work, you know, while I'm here, while I'm laying on the beach. No, I'm not going to wear a bikini. At least not for YouTube, okay? Not for YouTube. Grandma wears a bikini. But yeah. But yeah, I'm getting a bumper sticker. And JB, maybe you can come up with a better phrase, because they got up to my bumper. The cars on that interstate got up to my bumper. I was going 65. And most of them are going about 85, and they got right up to my bumper. So I decided to make one called Drive Slowly, Grandma Driving. But maybe there might be something, I can even word it better. You know, like, get off my butt. Grandma's driving, grandma at the wheel, you know. And I'm a very responsible driver, but I have to tell you, it was so scary. And I mean, you know, I had both hands clutched to the steering wheel as I'm driving the whole 3.5 hours on the interstate. Now, I do a lot of country road. The first leg of the trip is all country road. From where we live, then we have to go to the country road, and then we get on the interstate. Then when we get down by Savannah, we have to cross that huge bridge, which is beautiful, but I don't like crossing it. So you cross the huge bridge, and then you come into Savannah, which is very congested because people are walking. It's all touristy. So everybody's walking across the street and all that. So you have to go through Savannah. No, you can't go around Savannah to get to Tybee Island. You have to go through it. So then you have to come out to the other islands to get to Tybee Island. So, you know, but it's all good. So I think tomorrow I'm just going to sleep in, enjoy my family, because my daughter will be here, my husband, and go to the beach and, you know, make my daily videos, which I love to do. You know, that's part of what I do. Welcome, Ellie Lee. Thank you so much for coming, my beautiful, beautiful friend. Anyone that doesn't have Ellie Lee, please do connect with Ellie Lee. You're going to love Ellie Lee. She's amazing. She's extremely supportive, and she's wonderful. Oh, thank you. You know, I was hesitant about coming on tonight because the lights in this kitchen are extremely bright. And, you know, being a 63-year-old woman, you like the lights a little dim. You don't like the lights bright like they are tonight. So, yeah, that might be good, JB. That might be good. But you know what, JB? It is really scary on it. And this is the thing. I think I-95 runs all the way up to New York, but it has many lanes to it. But once you get to South Carolina, it's all 2 lane. It's all 2 lane on each side. Now you have everybody coming from Florida, coming north. You have everybody coming from New York and all the other states going south. And they have to go through there. Thank you, Ellie Lee. Thank you, my beautiful friend. Thank you. And so this is the thing. You have this heavy, tremendous traffic, and people are getting frustrated, and a lot of people want to go really fast. When my son and I drove down a week ago, oh my gosh, it was horrible. It was like a racetrack. This one guy pulled, he was going about 90 miles an hour, maybe faster, on the side of the road, and he pulled in front of me by inches, cut across in front of another car, and then cut back across in front of another car. It was insanity at its worst. And it was scary. It was so, and that, he wasn't the only one who was doing that. So I think that if they know that grandma's driving, maybe some people, maybe not all, but maybe some will be a little nicer and say, oh, well, that's a grandma, so I'm not going to get up to her bumper. But I mean, coming down, people were close to my bumper. I had a semi truck, which, like I said, most truck drivers are wonderful. But this one truck, he was going fast because I was up close to going 70 miles an hour because I didn't want him to, you know, bump into me or worse, you know. And so, but he was right up to my bumper. I mean, not maybe more than a foot away. I mean, it was scary. It was scary. So, you know, I just kind of am like, okay, I'm not going to sit home and be afraid to get out there. I'm going to get out there anyhow, you know, and I did. I'm out there. You know, I faced my little fears, and everybody, I think, has some kind of fear, you know, small or big or whatever. And for me, I just try to face them. JB, you say Jersey Turnpike is my worst. JB, I don't know if until you have come to I-95 in South Carolina, I don't know. I lived in, you know, my husband said to me, he said, you know what? He said, you lived in LA. Why are you scared? You drove the LA freeways. You know, I drove the LA freeways when I was in my 20s, never scared, never scared. And they were horrible for, you know, I mean, wow. And then I remember I was probably 24. I had bought a brand new 300ZX. Remember those when they were beautiful? And I drove to New York City from Los Angeles. And I got to New York City on a Saturday night at midnight. And I ended up down on Broadway, going the wrong way. Welcome, Built to Last. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. I'm going to give you a blue wrench. So I ended up on Broadway. I had my mother with me, actually. And they were so nice. Everybody in New York, you would think, you hear all these bad stories about New Yorkers. They were wonderful. Might have had to do with I had California license plates and I had a brand new 300ZX. with a T-bar roof, you know, red. And I went downtown, and this taxi driver helped turn me around on Broadway because I was going the wrong way. And then, I mean, you know, everybody was nice to me, but I wasn't afraid. So now it's like I was so afraid to get on the interstate. You know, it really scared me because these drivers are so bad. They're so bad. What is your goal, Tim? What is your goal? I know, you know, Tim, you work so hard for your channel, as I think most of us do. We all work hard for our channels. We all do. I put in a lot of hours on content. People don't really realize that. 4 more to your goal. Well, Tim, hopefully you're going to get it. Hopefully you're going to get it. Hold on a second. I thought I heard. Wait a minute. 1 second. Is there somebody there? Okay, I thought I heard somebody, but it's not. Being here by myself, but it's very safe. We have houses all around this beach community. If it's somebody at the door, it's somebody that knows me. So, $700. Okay, Big Tim. Yeah, 700. Hey, ADM Cassandra, welcome, welcome. I'm going to give you a blue wrench, my friend. Blue wrench. Yeah, so we all work hard. You know, I get up every day, and I do it because I love it. I do it because I love what I do. I do my wisdom videos, my inspirational videos, and that's why I'm here. And to share that, not to give advice, not to give suggestions, because I don't do that, but I just share. And originally I came up, as JB knows, I came up to share my wisdom and inspiration to my children. And a year ago, I came up with 200, a little over a year ago, I came up with 200 subscribers. And because everyone said you need to go public. Well, my videos were always public, but they weren't titled, they weren't tagged, there was nothing, you know, they were a minute long, and they were really designed for my kids or my kids and family and friends. So I came up with 200 subscribers, which were really everybody I knew, and in person. And then I came up and I grew to well over 13K now. Now, of course, now it's a much slower process because I do grow at about 100 a day, but YouTube takes away about 80 of them every day. So I'm lucky to come out with 20 from that 100. And that's organically. I mean, a lot of these people are finding my channel. You know, sometimes I go up on panels and people connect that way, but usually I lose them because they come over, they click on subscribe, and they go back to watch me. And then they forget to go back within that day, and they lose me. So I lose more than I gain, but I'm still growing. So that's, you know, I'm happy. In the past, you know, it wasn't like that. I would gain, sometimes, I remember one day I gained 250 and I kept all 250, you know. Built to last, I don't know. And I'm a monetized channel, and you would think that they would not want to do that. But Built to Last, what happened was I called them in because I had a glitch. And so I called them in December. It was December 5th. And I remember, I didn't call them, contacted them. They contacted me back, and we were talking, and they said, oh, by the way, you had 26,000. But we took over 13,000 away, which at that time I was still under 13K. And I said, oh my gosh, why? They said, well, we consider it spam. Well, they consider almost anything spam. My friend Brenda Land, whose channel I go to every day, I'm up on her panel every day, just about. And every day I have to go back and resubscribe to her because they remove us. Why do they do that? She's not spam. I'm not spam. And we do that, you know, we're on each other's panels. It just doesn't make any sense. But you know what? I quit trying to figure it out. I'm just here. I put my content out. Whether I grow or don't grow or grow a little, I'm happy. I'm happy just to be here. So, you know, this is a journey. It's not a destination. Okay, this is not a destination. Gotta behave, JP. Gotta behave. Oh, thank you, Dana. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing me. I appreciate that. You know, I don't grow if people don't share me out when I do a live. I grow by going to other people's lives. Like you, I'll come into mine. But when I do these lives, there's no benefit other than to connect with you all, unless you share me out. And if you share me out, however you share me out, even if it's just calling up a friend and saying, hey, go get on YouTube, you know, that's sharing me out. Um, And so, you know, when you share me out, it really helps me. And make sure to give me a thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything to share out and give thumbs up. And always let me know. Burcell, welcome, welcome. I'm going to give you a blue wrench. You know, one of the reasons I grew is I went into everybody's live streams. I shared them out. I told them um, I told them that I was going to share them out, and I told them I shared them out, which I did. And what did they do? They shouted me out. And I got extra notice, and that was how I grew. They'd say, oh, Diana Brianna's here. And everybody go, oh, okay, we want her too, because, you know, now I got extra notice, you know, and that's what you want to do. Like Big Tim says, hit the like button, everyone, please. It doesn't cost anything. So easy to click that button, but people forget. People forget. And so I come on here freely. You know, I just come on. I enjoy being on YouTube. I really enjoy, I've made so many amazing friends. It's a place for me to share my inspirations, my wisdom, my opinions. You know, I stay very positive oriented. I'm very realistic. You know, I talk about all kinds of topics, all kinds of issues, but I talk about them from a can-do point of view. What can we do to create your best life, even with this issue, whatever issue? Like I talked to you about my fear of getting on the interstate and how I want to face, you know, my fears, like, you know, driving by myself, you know, and that was a big deal. That was a big deal for me to drive almost 7 hours by myself to get here. You know, it was kind of strange being here by myself because I'm always used to having my kids or my husband home, you know, and so I was here. It was nice. It was nice, you know, I was able to, it's amazing because you can think, you know, you don't have a lot of people telling you different things and your mind is very clear. So yeah, and I could take a long bubble bath. A long bubble bath was wonderful. I have to tell you, here in Tybee Island, they have the best hamburger ever. And I'm vegan, okay, but I'm tempted to go back and get a hamburger. I have to check. We just have to be careful, JB. Just, you know, on my channel at least. You know what I do is there's this one it's a sports bar, just a simple sports bar. It's not anything. It's not like a high tech sports bar either. It's like a Tybee Island sports bar. If you have to be on the island, it's like the island bars are, you know, kind of a little run down, and they keep them that way. I guess it keeps it in the island spirit. But this place has the best hamburger ever and the best French fries. I mean, I think I may go there tomorrow night. I think I may tell my husband, take me over to the sports bar. Take me to the sports bar. We can walk to it, you know, because like I said, everything on the island is walkable. Take me to the sports bar. I want one of those hamburgers. But you're vegan. I know, but this one time I'm not vegan. Not vegan for the night or something, you know. Yeah. Renee, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so they have the best hamburger. I mean, it's so good. And of course here, you know, it's all fresh seafood. The seafood is amazing. It really is. It really is. But I'm all about health and fitness. So when I go back home, whenever that is, I'm starting back up the gym because we don't have to have the mask mandate when we're doing aerobics or exercising. And because I wasn't going to sit there and do high impact aerobics with a mask on. Welcome, computer chick. Yeah, I know. You know what, computer chick? You know, I don't even compete. You know, I come on. I just check to see if any of my friends are on, close friends like Brenda's on. And usually I don't come on if Brenda's on, but sometimes I do. I mean, we we have to step on each other's toes here because you can never pick a perfect time. But there's so many live streams on right now, and you know, people jump from one stream to the other, and I got that. I do the same thing, you know, I do the same thing. And you know, I come on whether, like Big Tim knows that one night YouTube did not push me out because I put the notice out at 3 o'clock, and I thought that they were going to do it a second time, and they didn't. So when I came on, no one knew I was on except for about 3 people. Big Tim was one of them. And I called it quits after about 15 minutes. But the truth is, I come on whether anyone comes on or not, because I know it'll get watched in recorded land. And if nobody else, my kids will watch it. You know? And so my kids will watch it. My kids will watch it. And so that's what you know, it doesn't, I don't worry about it. There is a lot of competition out there, but I don't compete. The only person I compete with is myself. You know, that's it. That's it. And, you know, when you come on, you know, I've seen people have nobody come on. I've seen people have thousands come on. I just don't even look, actually, I don't even look at it until I get off. I don't, you know, the only reason I kind of knew the other night was because there wasn't much going on. And I realized that what I do now is I do not put the notice out more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes beforehand, because it won't go back out a second time. At least it doesn't for me. And so I wait until I almost get ready to come on before I put the notice out, which might be 2 or 3 minutes. So yeah, how are you doing, Computer Chick? You are climbing towards 1,000. You've been on 15 years on YouTube. You have an amazing channel. You're organically grown. You're doing things the right way. And you are very, very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. Oh, Big Tim, are you leaving me, my friend? Okay. Well, thank you for being here, Big Tim. I really appreciate your friendship, and I appreciate your support, my friend. I do. If you don't have Big Tim, please connect with Big Tim. He is amazing. He really is. Big Tim, where are you at, Big Tim? Big Tim is an amazing person. He is a great support. He is a great supporter of your of a channel. If he likes your channel, he'll be a great support. Oh, Ellie Lee, thank you. Thank you. You know, that particular swing that I did the video, that was a swing that my kids and I swung on all the time. But they were little. They were little. I had all 3 of them on with me. And sometimes it was my husband, me, and the 3 kids all on that swing. And it's still there. It's still there, which is amazing, which is absolutely amazing. Amazing. I love it. I love that swing. So yeah, we used to swing back and forth. I missed my kids though when I was, you know, swinging by myself. I was thinking, I miss my kids. I actually miss my family right now because I'm so used to having them with me. We're a very close family. Wow, Computer Chick. Let me see where you out there. So you're going to do a stream on April 25th. That is so cool. That is so cool. Would you somehow that day, like, leave me a comment on one of my videos, or the day before, leave me a comment the day before so I can write it down, because I don't have my pad and pencil with me right now, but so I can write it down so that if I'm home, I want to be there for your 15-year anniversary. Okay. Oh, Ellie Lee, I enjoy life. I enjoy life. I enjoy my family, you know, and I enjoy life. You know what? My goal for my life is to enjoy my life all the way. I put out a post over on Facebook the other day, and this is what I put. I asked this question. I'm going to ask you all this question. Would you rather die with a big bank account, or would you rather die with great memories? You know, if you had to choose, big bank account or great memories. Hey, Mr. Positive, my friend, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, I have internet. Finally. I do. My computer is slow. The computer I brought down, I have 2 computers, and one's a laptop and one's a flat screen. It's a new flat screen. I don't like it. So I asked a question, and the question was, Would you rather die with a big bank account, or would you rather die with great memories? And I've chosen great memories. Hey, teamwork in the USA. Wonderful to see you, my friend. Let me give you a blue wrench there. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Amos, welcome, welcome to you. Anyone that doesn't have Mr. Positive, great channel there. Great channel. We have Built to Last, wonderful channel. We have Computer Chick Productions, very organic channel. We have, of course, Everything Homemade with Ellie Lee, amazing channel. AGM Cassandra is here. And now we have Teamwork in the USA and Amos Nascimento. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so, yeah, listen, I'm creating great memories. It's all about creating great memories with my family, with my friends, with my own self. I want to create great memories with my own self. I have so many awesome memories. I have some difficult times too. Hey, Mr. Positive, I gave you a blue wrench. What happened? Let me give you another one. You know what? There you go, my friend. Okay, you should have a blue wrench now. I thought I gave you one. Let me look. You know what, Mr. Positive, you are so right. You want to have enough to be comfortable. You don't want to be where you have no money and you can't afford the basics. You don't want that. You do not want that. You want to have money so that you can, yes, you want to have money so that you can afford what you need. Okay, you do. You do. And Chriso Gaming, my friend, thank you. You always are so wonderful to share me out. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much, Chris. Let me give you a blue wrench there. Where is that blue? There you go, Chris. There you go. Anyone who doesn't have Chriso Gaming, you need to have Chriso Gaming. He's extremely supportive. He shares me out all the time. And he understands how you grow your channel, you share out, you get shouted out. Right, Chris? You know it. You know it. So, yeah, I want to, I'm all about the memories. I'm all about enjoying life. I've had difficult and challenging times in my life. I've talked about those. So it's not like I was born with a golden spoon. I came from a very poor, we grew up poor. I used to wear my brother's hand-me-downs. We were so poor. My brother's boots. We had an old car that only drove in reverse. So I've been there in my life. And yet, whether I'm rich or whether I'm poor, whatever it happens to be, I'm going to enjoy life. And I was destined early to create, wonderful memories, and I've just been very blessed. And I love being me. You should love being you. When I got sick 10 years ago, when I had, ran into a wooden hanger and, you all know that story. And I really thought I was going to die. It was about a year-long situation. I videotaped it. At that time I had a YouTube channel. That was really, it was for my kids. But I videotaped because I've been doing family home video every day for 40 years. We have massive amounts of family video, wonderful video, all backed up on DVD now. It used to be the VHS tape and then the VHS-C tape, and of course DVD now. And now it's, we do it and we put it on the computer, but I still back it up, everything, even all my wisdom videos are on DVD. But I did a video. I did a video and I talked about the journey of being sick. And I look back. It was 10 years ago. I look back and I go, wow, I'm so glad I did that video talking, no one's really seen it but me. But I talked about, what it was like to go through that journey step by step and be sick. And so I've had my share of difficult and challenging moments. And yet, even during that time, I was out there making life happen. I was out there giving life my very, very best. I always wanted to have a wonderful life, but a wonderful life takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. My husband, he's really the one orchestrating the whole remodeling of the beach house. He's worked his butt off. He has worked his butt off making this dream happen for our family. Okay, I haven't done anything except my paintings, which we brought down, which are not hung yet. you know, but that's it. That's it. I just have a good time now. Because I've worked hard. I work hard, you know, 14 hours a day, sometimes behind the computer doing my college work. You know, I take care of our family. I do a tremendous amount of things. So, yeah, create your memories. Get busy creating your best life. Whatever your best life happens to look like to you, your best life is going to look different than mine. Mine's going to look different than yours. So what? You know, create your own best life. If your best life is going to Dollar Tree every day, then so be it. If that's your dream, you know. Teamwork in USA. That's a great name. I love that. Teamwork in the USA. And everything homemade with Ellie Lee and Renee W., Chris O Gaming, Computer Chip, ADM Cassandra, Mr. Positive. And so I come on here to inspire, but not to advise. I come on here to inspire everyone to find their best life. I'm 63. I can tell you that the majority of 63-year-olds that I know, they're either broken or many are not that happy because they're kind of, you know, they've given up. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those. I'm one of those that, you know, I want to take care of my health so that I'm fit, so that I look good. I want to look good. You know, just because I'm 63 doesn't mean that I don't want to look good. I want to look good forever. You know, when I'm 93, I want to look good. You know, I want to be healthy. I want to enjoy my family. I want to do the things I love. I'm doing what I love. I really am doing what I love. Hey, Mindorian's girl, welcome, welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench. Yeah, so the whole thing is that you just want to enjoy your life and you want to live your best life. But you got to take care of yourself if you're going to do that. How can you take care of other people or be good to other people if you're not taking care of yourself? You've got to take care of yourself. You really, really do. And so I may come on tomorrow. I'm not going to make this a real long one because I'm going to go relax a little bit and sit out on the deck and enjoy the ocean breeze and everything. But I wanted to just come on. And I know it's Friday night and there's a lot of live streams on and most people are out or doing something with their family. But, you know, I show up anyhow. I like to show up. I may come on tomorrow. We're going to be busy here, but I may come on in the afternoon, may come on in the evening. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we go out tomorrow night to have that hamburger because I'm vegan and I don't eat hamburgers, but I really, really want one of those hamburgers that are so good. So we'll see. We'll see. And thank you, Ellie Lee. Thank you so much. Please, everyone, connect with Ellie Lee, Chris O Gaming, Mindorian's Girl, Mr. Positive, Teamwork. So yeah, I may come on tomorrow. I just never know. I'm not predictable. I normally my normal schedule when everything's normal, it's usually around 2:00 in the afternoon and 8:00 or 9:00 at night. But right now I'm not real predictable, but I'm still somewhat predictable, I guess. So, but I just wanted to come on and I just wanted to say thank you to every one of you for showing up on your Friday night to say hello to me. And these lights are so bright. So bright. We have the brightest kitchen lights, I think, of anybody. I think there's actually a dimmer on it, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do a lot of things. Like I drove the Jeep down and I did not know how to do a lot of the things in the Jeep. I just don't pay attention to the technical things. Maybe I need to, right. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. So may God bless you. And until the next time, okay, have a wonderful, wonderful night and have a wonderful weekend. So from my house here on Tybee Island to your house to wherever you're at, may God bless you. And I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.